Cześć wszystkim, z tej strony Astral i witam was bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z Dreamfall Chapters. Tak, każdy, kto oglądał poprzedni odcinek wie, chyba złapał tą informację, że jestem chora, niestety jeszcze się nie wyleczyłam, mam katar, co można słyszeć, natomiast no jest lepiej generalnie, jeśli ktoś by się przejmował. Tak, generalnie teraz się chcemy chyba dostać na statek do Kiany, prawda? Dostać się na pokład statku podniebnego, no właśnie, ten statek jest tam. No właśnie, więc przydałoby się tam dostać, tylko żebym ja pamiętała jeszcze w jaki sposób. Południowa brama. O, proszę, prowadzą tutaj magiczniaków, tak? I mamy tutaj przejście dwuetapowe z tego co widzę. Przynajmniej tak można by się było spodziewać. Tak mi się wydaje. Dobra, co ja mam tutaj zrobić? Południowa brama, no to tutaj gdzie jestem, co nie? Dzień dobry.
In a few minutes, I think. It's fully loaded, barely any room in the hold.
Is that the last of the magicals, then?
From the ghetto, yeah. I mean, there are still stragglers. I see them around walking freely like they're actual people and not animals. That's disgusting.
Jezus Maria, jaka dehumanizacja.
They're like intelligent, at least some of them.
No, they're filthy animals. Good riddance to them.
Well, I don't know. I had a long conversation about farming with a Dolmari last year at the Rooster. She seemed nice.
You'll want to be careful talking about your love for the magicals. There's a reason they're being shipped off to the camps, you know.
But never mind.
Anyway, you should be up there keeping watch, not down here talking to me.
Co ja tu mogę zrobić?
Through that gate to the cloud ship.
Nie mogę nijak tutaj, jak sądzę. A, jest dźwignia tutaj.
That lever operates the portcullis.
Oj, dobra, w takim razie, ale to... Nie wiem, co ja tu mogę zrobić, szczerze
The harbour
mówiąc.
master answers to the council, but all ships that dock here need a letter of permission from the emissary's office.
Dobra,
So, in
plakaty.
effect, the tower controls the harbour. The
O,
ghetto's
cześć.
been burned to the
Przepraszam.
ground. Whatever's left in there, it's ruins.
Nie zauważyłam gościa, szczerze mówiąc. Tak, ale my mamy przejść właśnie tam. O! Gościu się odsunął, idealnie. Wydawało mi się, że on cały czas tam będzie. Chyba, nie wiem, siku robi w
He's
kącie.
not paying attention. I could probably sneak up on him.
Hey, we got a rebel here!
O Jezus Maria. To ja tu chciałam przeciągnąć i uciec. A może go dam radę po głowie mu dać? Kto wie? Dobry? No, blisko byłam. No i idealnie. Czy teraz dadzą mi spokój? Tak, nikt się tym nie przejmie. No idealnie. O, Anna, znikąd.
No. You're not going after him. He's not your responsibility. None of this is on you, Kian.
It's not just the one life, Anna. It's not just Bib. The Azadi take the magicals to the islands. They're not given passage to the Southlands. They never come back. It's all a lie. The old and the young families sent away to die, forgotten by everyone. That ends now. I refuse to forget. The resistance will persevere without me. I'm not really one of them. I never was, I never will be. I'm Azadi.
You're Azadi. So what? I'm not saying what they're doing is acceptable, but are you going to free every magical on your own? Take on the entire Azadi army single-handed? You're being stupid and emotional, and you're being selfish. You're leaving us when we need you the most. You're leaving me. Again.
What do you mean by...
My name isn't Anna. I use a different name in every city. It's safer that way. In Sadir, I was Elena, but I never told you my name. You don't recognize me. That's fair, I've changed. You haven't, except for the, you know, it's a good look for you.
You're the girl I saved from Vamon's gang.
Yeah, I'm the girl. What, that's it? I spent every day these past 20 years thinking about you, and I'm the girl. Oh, I feel so special now.
Forgive me, Anna. Elena. I do remember you. Vamon was trying to...
Hurt me. And they would have killed me too if it hadn't been for you. You risked everything and you stood up for me. That was the first time anyone had shown me any kindness. You brought me to Mother Ritana, and she took care of me for a while. I watched you from a distance for years, until I was forced to leave Sadir. But I knew I'd find you again someday, Kiana Varney.
That was a long time ago. I was a different person.
No, you were a different person in between, but now... Now you are the boy I knew from all those years ago. The boy with his eyes and heart wide open. The boy who risked his life for others. The boy who... Oh, gods damn it. This is why you have to go. Not because you're Azadi, or because you're the apostle, or the great hero of the resistance, or because of your goddess, or because you're selfish. You have to go because this is who you are. The boy who saved my life.
Will you help them while I'm gone?
This isn't my war, Kian.
Maybe not. But it is mine. And I believe what happens here will change the balance for all time to come.
I didn't know you believed in the balance.
I didn't. Will you help the resistance in my absence?
Fine. Fine. I'll help them.
No i dobrze.
You're not pulling away this time.
What was
Okay.
that for?
For love, you idiot. I've loved you since you lifted me out of that gutter and saved my life. I've loved no one else.
I don't know if I can...
It's taken me over 20 years to find you. You'd better fucking come back, or believe me, Kiana Varney, I will go to the first mountain and drag you back, kicking and screaming, to the world of the living.
Jasne. Dobra, wobec tego wyruszamy. Cieszę się w sumie, że mamy taką, no, takich towarzyszy, właśnie. No, serio. Czekajcie, czy jest tutaj gdzieś jakaś dźwignia? A, mogę przejść tędy, tak? No dobra, to ja już chciałam przez bramę przechodzić.
Hey, there's no walking on the wall at night.
Tak, zauważyłam go w ostatniej chwili w ogóle, więc... Weźcie się odwróć ode mnie, typie. Dobra, nie przyspieszamy, cierpliwie. Bo jak przyspieszymy, to pewnie nas zauważy, bo dźwięki wydajemy głośniejsze i w ogóle. No siema. Żegnam. Słodkich snów. Mam nadzieję, że żadnego innego tutaj nie ma. Proszę, niech nie będzie tutaj żadnego innego. Jak mu pięknie ten miecz stoi. Dobra, wobec tego mamy platformę. I co z tą platformą ja mam zrobić? Nie mam zielonego pojęcia. Tutaj?
From what I've learned traveling on cloud ships, this is a ship's bell. They use this to signal the crew when a load of cargo is ready to be hoisted up.
Okej. To jako bardzo cenny ładunek podnoście mnie.
Kian! Do not
Niko!
leave without me!
Jasne!
Pull me up!
Złap Liko za rękę, zostaw
No.
Liko.
The resistance needs him here. I could use his help on this mission.
Biorę
Take my
cię,
hand.
kolego.
Hold on!
Miło, że dołączył.
Why did you pull me up?
You begged me to.
You're infuriating.
Ach,
Because I
dziękuję.
pulled you up.
Jedna z moich najlepszych
You
cech.
continue to give me no reason to hate you.
Aside from murdering your father in front of you.
Well, aside from that...
No dobra, ale udało się dostać na ten statek podniebny i wyruszamy, by znaleźć Bipa, tak? Albo może Bip jest właśnie na tym statku podniebnym. W każdym razie chcemy go uratować. O to nam chodzi w tym momencie. Ciekawe w ogóle, ile, wiecie, jak szybsza jest podróż statkiem podniebnym. Bo to zakładam, że to działa dość podobnie do samolotu pod tym względem. Właśnie jeśli chodzi o po prostu przyspieszenie podróży, że tak to ujmę. Ale któż to wie? Dobra. O! Toż to koniec księgi. Dobra. Wszystkie decyzje zostały zapisane i wpłyną na księgę 4. Działania i decyzje podjęte, tak, to tyle, to już wiemy. Okej, Kian Alwany. Otworzyłem się przed innymi, opowiedziałem o życiu prywatnym. Nie wiem, jak się z tym czuć. Nie wstydzę się tego, kim jestem, ale jest mi niezręcznie, gdy inni próbują się do mnie zbliżyć. Moje słowa mogą zostać wykorzystane przeciwko mnie. Niektórzy mogą traktować i odnosić się dobrze do mnie inaczej, Boże, ponieważ wyjawiłem, kim jestem. To ich sprawa, nie moja. Mechanik Azadi wyszedł bez swoich narzędzi i mapy. Jutro domyśli się, że obrawowano go w kogucie i kociaku. Jego przełożeni dowiedzą się o tym zaniedbaniu i ukażą go. Twoje działania nie przejdą niezauważone. Zapomniałam o tym. Myślałam, że będę miała jeszcze możliwość, żeby oddać te narzędzia, ale już trudno. Zwabiłem szczura do rury i złapałem go gołymi rękami. Tak postąpiłby każdy łowca. Może jednak był inny sposób na złapanie gryzonia. Twoja umiejętność łapania szczurów ma niewielki wpływ na losy wszechświata. To był jakiś inny sposób, żeby zwabić szczura? Nie mam zielonego pojęcia, nieważne. Zoe. Działałam szybko, zrobiłam unik i zeszłam mężczyźnie w garniturze z linii wzroku. Dzięki temu zastrzelił żołnierza oka stojącego za mną i uratował mi życie. Kim on jest? Dlaczego mi pomógł? Poznasz konsekwencje tego wyboru w księdze 5. W ogóle bardzo mi się podoba to, że ikony postaci się zmieniają z księgi na księgę w zależności właśnie od wydarzeń oraz ich wyglądu. Szambot poświęcił się, aby mnie ocalić. Może nie był aż taki zły. Od teraz w moim sercu nie jest już szambotem, tylko superbotem. Uczucia te uczucia. Dane Barotiego są z Renzą na Islandii. Czy dobrze postąpiłam, dając je Saliemu? I kiedy ręka opublikuje artykuł? Przynajmniej z Barutim wszystko w porządku, chociaż zawiodłam jego zaufanie. Twoje działania wywołają kolejne konsekwencje. W kogucie i kociaku prosiłam o coś owocowego i dostałam cebulę. Takie jest życie. Twój wybór i tak pewnie nie będzie mieć na nic wpływu. Czego się spodziewałeś? Nie mogłem zostawić Liko. Przyda mi się podczas misji. Kto wie, może razem stworzymy zgraną drużynę. Twój wybór będzie brzemienny w skutki w kolejnej księdze. Dobra. W takim razie zobaczymy, co się teraz podzieje. Ciekawi mnie, czy teraz wracamy do Kiana. Nie, wróć, przepraszam, do sagi teraz będziemy szli, tak? Będzie intermedium. Ale ciekawi mnie, czy w kolejnej księdze powrócimy do... O nie, księga 4 odkrycia, czyli jednak nie ma intermedium? Najwyraźniej jednak nie. Okej. W takim razie mamy rozdział 9 podróże. I oto pytanie właśnie, czy będziemy przy Zoe, czy przy Kianie? Chyba przy Zoe, bo widzę, że mamy Merkurię. Chyba że będziemy mogli obserwować przywódców Azadi, którzy też w tym momencie przebywają, jakby nie było w Merkurii. O, kruk.
Zoe?
Ta. Znowu ci dziewczyna zniknęła, co?
Zoe?
Oj, kruk jest taki uroczy. Oj. Przepraszam? Powrót do gry?
Zoe?
No raczej widzisz, że jej tu nie ma. Nie przebrała się za kozę. Niestety.
Zoe?
Przykro mi, kruku.
Zoe?
O Jezus Maria. Biedaczek. Jezu, jak mi z jego powodu jest przykro. Coś sobie pije?
Shoo, bird.
Oh, shoo yourself, you big hairy lug.
What in Charles' name?
Urocze.
I know you. You arrived with that Stark girl yesterday. You're her bird.
Her bird. I am my own bird, I'll have you know. Her bird. Pfft, the nerve of some people. Besides, I lost her. She done gone vanished on me. I am, it seems, an expert at misplacing beautiful young women.
Biedactwo.
She's not misplaced. She's with the Resistance.
The Resistance. So she did find the rebels. And she didn't think to tell me. Well, some friend she turned out to be.
Oj, oj.
To be fair to the girl, it wasn't entirely voluntary.
What do you mean? They kidnapped her. Crow to the rescue!
O.
So, Where exactly did they kidnap her to?
I'm not supposed to... Well, I reckon the chances of you being an Azadi spy are rather remote. And that poor girl could probably use a friend. Do you know the old Sentinel Library outside the city? It's in ruins now, but beneath it, in the Enclave, you'll find your girl. Unless they took her egg, in which case...
Hold on, Zoe! Hold on to your head! I'm on my way!
Trzymaj głowę na karku. Aj, typowy kruk, po prostu nieważne co się dzieje, poprawi humor. Koniec, kropka. Ojej!
The ever thirsty.
Aye, that's me. What can I help you with, Da? A bit too early in the day for a drink, is it not?
We're taking you in for questioning in relation to Azadi property that was stolen
O
in your
Jezu.
establishment the other evening.
Przepraszam, to przeze mnie.
I'm afraid I know nothing about
Jezus
that,
Maria, przepraszam, tak
Then you
skrewiłam.
should be quick. Please come with us, Mr. Ever Thirsty.
And what about my tavern? My customers? It's the reaping. People expect the taps to be open and the beer to be flowing.
They're going to have to visit some other establishment today.
Skrewiłam. No, bardzo skrewiłam. Przepraszam, Ulwik. Naprawdę bardzo skrewiłam. O! Dało radę się tam dostać. Nasz symbol nadziei, największy kruk. Kruk na ratunek, jak sam to
I trust you
określił.
got some sleep last night.
O! Jest okej.
I would have, if you guys believed in bed sheets and pillows.
You are fortunate to be alive, girl. Who are you? Why do you ask questions about the resistance?
Ojej, co my tu mamy?
Or maybe it's better to mention the rebels. I'll keep it simple. On the other hand, asking for the rebels is what got me into trouble in the first place. Deny everything?
Może nie? Dobra, pomoc.
I'm Zoe. I need your help.
Our help? With what?
I didn't know who else to ask. I need to get to the Purple Mountains.
I don't know where that is.
What about the Ular?
I'm sorry.
Abnaxus? Of the Venar?
I have heard of the Venar, but they left the Northlands. And Abnaxus? Maybe a whisper. Long ago? Nothing more. I cannot help you.
Damn. Is there anyone here who would know?
Perhaps. But you haven't answered my question, girl. Why should we help you? For all I know, you're an agent of the Azadi.
No, I'm...
Zoe! She's Zoe!
Balance.
Don't you dare touch her head. She's on an important mission.
I see. And who are you?
Crow, honorary rebel, long-term avian buddy, and occasional sidekick of April Ryan. Rebel leader, adventurer, hero, savior of the balance.
O Jezu.
That's right. Here's Crow. This
Nie ma
is
to jak
him.
życiorys.
I'm me. So,
Niezły ma CV, to trzeba przyznać.
where's April?
O,
She
nie
can vouch
wie.
for Zoe. They're best friends, tight as two chicks in a nest. I don't see April. Is she out on a mission or sleeping in or... Why are you both looking at me like that?
Jezu.
I thought you knew.
Knew what? What's going on? What?
April Ryan is dead, Bird. She was assassinated during an Azadi raid on Myria the winter before last. She died a hero's death
Czy
and
już
was
2
given a
lata?
hero's burial.
Około?
We remember her fondly.
What?
I'm so sorry. Crow! Crow! Okay, I'm an idiot.
I've heard of this bird. Crow. So, you knew April Ryan?
We
I
met
know.
a couple of times. I was there when she died. I found her. I tried to save her, but I couldn't. So, yeah, I guess I knew April.
You're the Stark girl. The one who dreams. They spoke of you. Bakim, Bryn, Chawan. They said you were one of us. Oh, this certainly changes things. But how did you...
He's gone. Of course he's gone. I should have seen that coming. It's not like he could just let Kian go without... Ugh, he's such a... Oh. Oh.
Cześć!
Hey, your hair, it's so pretty.
Thanks.
Who's gone, Enu?
What? Oh, Liko. He vanished in the middle of the night, chasing Kiana, of course. Idiots, the both of them.
Maybe this is for the best. If Liko can help Kian,
Kian. Big Azadi guy. People call him the Apostle.
you know him.
We met once, briefly. He was kind to me. But isn't he the enemy?
Was. He's with us now. Defected. Yep. Well, except that he abandoned us again to go on a crazy suicide mission
He left last night.
Okej.
Of course. After everything that's happened, we just miss each other.
Oh, Enu, this is Zoe. Am I saying that correctly?
Yeah. Hi. Nice to meet you, Enu.
You're so pretty. That came out wrong. Wanna be friends? Oh, sorry.
Zoe needs our help. She has questions. Maybe you
Of
can...
course. No problem. Leave this to me, Shepard.
I'm sorry for questioning you, Zoe. And I'm sorry I could not be of any assistance. Please, stay. Speak with Enu and the others. Perhaps someone here has the answers you're looking for.
Thank you,
Zobaczymy,
Shepard.
jak sądzę.
Where are you from? Your clothes are amazing. Where did you get them?
They came with the jump. I'm from Stark. That's...
Across the divide, on the flip side of the balance, the world of science. Are you serious? That's incredible. I have so many questions. I don't even know where to start. I'm seriously worried my head might explode. I think I need to sit down.
Oh, don't explode. I'm not that special. I mean, you're orange, and the ears...
I'm just a boring old Zid. It's totally normal. Holy crap, Stark. I can't believe it. How did you get here? Are you a shifter?
A dreamer. I just dream myself here.
Just dream yourself here. That's it. No biggie.
No,
You are the
właśnie.
best thing I have ever seen. Seriously.
Really? Okay, thank you.
So, what do you need help with? Shepard said...
I'm trying to find the Purple Mountains, and a tribe of magical creatures called the Ular. Someone, a Vanar named Abnaxus, told me to...
Whoa, slow down. Okay. Purple Mountains, Ular, Vanar, Abnaxus, right? Nope. None of that sounds remotely familiar. I have never heard any of those words before. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know. I was a farm girl. A silly zidling. There's so much I don't know. But I do know where to look for answers.
Oh? Where?
The library. The library holds all the answers. Do you
To
know
jest
libraries
prawda.
in Stark? Never mind, silly question. Of course you don't. I'll go to our library right now and start looking. Purple Mountains, Ular, Abnaxus of the Vanar. Come find me when you're ready. I can't wait to spend more time with you. Ugh,
W sumie nie
sorry.
wiadomo, czy biblioteki nie usunięto w związku z... znajdź kruka i porozmawiać z nim. W związku z rozwinięciem się Stark.
A round table? Check. Chivalrous knights? Check. Magic? Check. That's right, this would make for a great theme restaurant.
Dobra, jako Zoe teraz jesteśmy właśnie w... w bazie rebeliantów
They add
w
colour to the
enklawie.
place, if nothing else.
Tak, tutaj jest ten cały basen. Czy ja kogoś tutaj dam radę jeszcze spotkać? Ej, może Boba dam radę spotkać? To jest dopiero pomysł. Gdzie jest Bob?
They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to. There are fewer rebels than I thought. Having seen what they're up against, I'm worried. There he is. I should go talk to Crow. I can't believe he
The
didn't know
library's
about
in the
April.
back, if you're looking for Eno. Feel free to wander around up here, but downstairs is off limits.
Okej. A mogę sam pogadać? Nie, po prostu samodzielnie odchodzi. Dobra, wobec tego kruk.
I'm so sorry, Crow. I thought you knew.
It's fine. It's not your fault. I can't believe she's gone. But I sort of knew, you know. I felt it in my heart. And that final time we were together, it wasn't like it used to be.
Rozstali się
It
pokłóceni.
was weird. Like too much time had passed and we drifted apart. I should have known it wouldn't last.
O Jezu.
How can you ever know something like that? He's not alone in feeling that. He's not alone. I know that feeling. It's something you just have to learn to live with.
I know. I will. Were you there when she...
Niestety.
I witnessed the whole thing. But should I tell Crow that? Perhaps better to avoid the topic and get him thinking about other things.
Na chwilę obecną? Może zdawkowo?
No, They said it was quick. I'm sure she didn't suffer.
Nie no, nie chciałam
She
kłamać.
was already suffering. April was lost after she saved the balance. We wandered the same paths for a while, had some adventures, saw some sights, but then things happened, and we lost each other. Anyway, did I help with, the rebel thing? Did they believe you? That you're not a spy?
You
Najwyraźniej.
did. They do. It's fine now. They'll help us.
Good, good, good. They're not gonna cut your head off?
Raczej nie.
No?
Good, good. I wish I could have been more helpful. But it was 10 years ago, and I didn't really pay attention to what April said about that Abnaxus chap.
It's okay.
If you don't mind, I need to be alone for a little while. Clean my feathers, sharpen my beak, reflect on the nature of life. Bird stuff.
Okej.
Totally understand.
I'll find you in the
kruku.
city.
No dobra, wobec tego idziemy sobie. Głowa
I
smoka.
assume it's not an actual dragon's head, but you just never know in this world.
Prawda.
Shepherd, leader of the rebels. I wouldn't want to get on her bad side. She scares me a bit.
I wish I could have been more helpful and inviting. If I'd known.
I understand. You have to be cautious.
There's much I'd like to ask you, much I'd like to learn. But with Kiana gone, my workload has increased twofold. Perhaps another time, when we're both not so preoccupied.
I'd like that.
I
Dobra,
don't
zobaczymy w
know
takim
what
razie.
your mission is, but I have a feeling it's important, and that our destinies are entwined. We shall speak again, Zoe Castillo, when the winds have quieted, the clouds have parted, and the grass on the great plain stands straight and tall once more.
Okej, ciekawe słowa. Wobec tego... Właśnie chciałam nieślepego Boba znaleźć, ale nie wiem, czy mi się to uda. Tak, tutaj byliśmy w
They
pokoju
kept me
przesłuchań.
locked up in one of those cells all night. This may not be a prison, but it's not far from it.
Czy możemy może na Anę znaleźć? Pewnie nie, co jest przykre, ale bywa. Tu jest pokój Kiana.
I believe that mural
Oh.
depicts this place.
Oh!
The Enclave. Apparently, it used to be a library. What's he doing? He looks nervous. Should I interfere or wait until he's done? That's the guy who put a bag over my head. What's he doing? Maybe I shouldn't interrupt him.
Poobserwujmy go. Czy ja mogę...
Oh, I didn't see you there. Hey, are you supposed to be out on your own?
Podejrzliwość
He looks
odpowiedz.
guilty. What's going on here? This doesn't look right, but I probably shouldn't be snooping.
Nie,
Is this
będziemy
your room?
podejrzliwi.
Well, we don't have our own rooms. Anyway, Keen's gone. I was just looking for...
O, kwatera właśnie, no Kiana,
Zoe,
to
is it
wiedzieliśmy.
not? I'm Jakai, Ben Rima Salman's nephew. She said some very nice things about you.
You'll have to give her my regards. How is Ben Rime? I noticed the journeyman was closed down.
Yeah, she's in Coldstone. They arrested her for colluding with the resistance. She was sentenced to 10 years in the dungeons. I don't know if she'll survive that. Anyway, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that you're back in town.
Ale zmienił temat.
Sorry about your aunt.
Yes. Thank you. I don't know what I'll do without her. She's the only family I have. Look, I have to go into town on an errand now, but please let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Ale co ty robiłeś, typie, ty? Czekajcie, czy ja mogę... Czy ty się obrócisz i zaczniesz robić jeszcze raz to samo, co robiłeś? No nie wiem, ale właśnie ewidentnie no coś robił. I kto wie co to było. Nie wiem, może jak się odsunę na jakąś odległość. Nie? Teraz jest podejrzliwy. Dobra, wobec tego chyba pozostaje nam tylko iść do Enu, tak mi się wydaje.
A white dragon. There's only supposed to be one of those at any given time. I met the current one. She was beautiful and eccentric. Equipment-wise, the Azadi are definitely winning, but righteousness counts for a lot. One of those big cow turtle things I saw back in town. One thing's for sure, I'm never ever riding one.
Naprawdę mnie ciekawi, co on robił i czy wróci do tego, ale nie. Kurde, ale właśnie jakiś podejrzany jest ten Jackaj. Zobaczymy, jak sądzę jeszcze.
They look ready to go to war. I hope they won't have to.
Mamy tutaj Enu. Nie spotkam Boba.
So many books. Which makes sense, given that this used to be a library.
Abnaxus.
Enu's really weird and very sweet, and I like her a lot.
Nope, nothing, no.
I
Piękne to
have to
było.
resist this intense desire to stroke her yellow fur.
Books, please
I
don't
don't
go
think that'd
now.
be kosher.
No tak, no bo to jest jak kot trochę, tak?
When I was 12, I was a lot like her. Awkward and... Strike that, I'm still a lot like her.
That's a different type of ab.
Abracadabra. O Jezu.
I've been trying to find a book or scroll or manuscript or map or torn note page or ancient magical tome or pamphlet or a piece of cloth that mentions the Purple Mountains or the Ular, but no luck. It's really frustrating. This library has never let me down before. Bad library.
O Jezu. Zła biblioteka, oczywiście.
She seems so curious about me, and I haven't asked her a single question. There must be something. This is where I try to connect and make friends. You just joined the Resistance?
Oh, yes. No. Not really just. About half a year ago? Wait, more than that. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, fun.
Sometimes you need to make the best out of a bad situation.
Right. And it's my duty. We're doing good, important work here. Also, I didn't want to end up living the life my parents wanted for me.
I can identify with that.
This is so nice. I wish we were sisters. Can we be sisters? You don't have to answer that.
O.
Do you have any siblings?
I did. Sort of. Long story. You?
Oh, lots. Boyfriend! Do you have one of those?
We just broke up. In incredibly bad timing. It's been a difficult few months. I was asleep for a long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happened to me before I fell asleep. I tried to remember, but I couldn't. Until my memories caught up with me. On top of all that, I started flirting with my therapist, and now I don't even know if I should have trusted him or... Oh, Jesus. It's a long story. Very complicated. Maybe another time?
Yes, please?
Dobra, pogadajmy sobie jeszcze z Enu.
Enu, right? I don't feel we were properly introduced.
I know you are. I mean, no, yes. You're right. Enu. I am Enu. I hope you're staying a while. It would be so great to have someone around who's not a surly warrior with mommy issues, or a stoic leader, or a battle-hardened soldier, or
O Jezu.
batshit insane. I mean, there's Jakai, and he's pretty normal, except for his aunt issues, but he's a bit too... Hey, so, what do you do when you're not saving the world?
Neural programming. I mean, I did. Then my world shut down, and now I just watch a lot of shows and eat. Sorry.
Didn't understand any of that, but it was still amazing. Tell me again?
Maybe next time?
I can't wait to talk more about all these things we have in common. We must have a sleepover.
Kurde, chętnie. Nie ma to jak przyjaźnie.
So, no luck?
Nothing. Sorry. And I've read most of these before. I can't remember coming across any of those words you mentioned. There's not much else to do here in the evenings except read. I don't really have any female friends. It gets lonely. Anyway, I've been through all the encyclopedias and travelogues, but...
Nothing about the Purple Mountains or the Ular?
Nothing. I mean, the Purple Mountains sounds colloquial. It may have a different name officially, but the Ular, there should be something about them. It's a magical race?
They didn't look human.
Weird, there's nothing about them. They must be very isolated, or someone's trying to hide something. Which would be weird and very hard to pull off. Forget I said that.
Nie, wbrew pozorom może mieć to sens.
I'm on a deadline. I should just cut this short. I guess I'll have to look elsewhere.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I really thought I'd find something. I feel terrible. Do you want to be my friend? Oh, I already asked you that. I'm coming on too strong, aren't I? I am, I can tell. Stop it, Enu.
No, not at all. I'd love to be friends. And thank you for helping me.
Much good that did. I really wish I knew who else could...
For the love of the festering demon shrimps of Jeharva, do I have to do everything in this
Bob!
place? I didn't spend all those years
O, nie
living on
mogę
the
ze mną
streets of
pogadać.
Mercuria, pilfering food and liberating fat purses to deal with this shite. I swear I'd be better off going back to sleeping in Abnaxus's stone tree. If I can't even get a
Skamieniałe drzewo
mattress that
Abnaxusa.
isn't flea and maggot infested. Do your bleeding jobs, people. Is that too much to ask?
Sorry about that. Disregard him. Not important.
Co wie, ślepy Bob?
I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep digging until I find something.
O, to miłe. Oczywiście, że nie ma zapisu, akurat jakbym chciała, żeby
Sorry I
zapis był,
can't
co nie?
help you. I'll keep looking, but I think I've read every book in here at least 8 times already.
That guy looks familiar, but I'm not quite sure where I've... Is that Blind Bob, the beggar? That guy
Teoretycznie.
looks familiar. but
Teoretycznie
I'm not
ślepy.
Blind Bob.
Eh? What? Who's asking? Well, blessed be Miss Striped Breeches. You're the lass what brought me mulled wine back when I'd hit rock bottom in Mercuria. What in the name of the eight-eyed octo-god of Tartillus are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing, except for, not those words exactly.
Oh, I left my life of beggaring behind. Cleaned myself up. Joined the resistance. I'm a general now. I'm making a difference.
Super.
He was theoretically blind, but now he can see. It makes less and less sense the more I think about it.
Prawda?
What happened to your theoretical blindness?
Cured! I was blind, theoretically, but now I can see. To be honest, some days I wonder if I ever was theoretically blind, or if it was all hypothemetaphysical. You know, just in my head, like. It was simpler being blind Bob and resorting to beggaring and vagrancy than taking a long, hard look at myself in a speculum, particularly on account of the blindness. I wish me old pa could have lived to see me. He always believed in me, even when I didn't. To the bitter end, he told me I had potential. I nodded and wept and promised him I'd try my best. Then, as he drew his last ragged breath, I stole his purse and his breeches. Well,
Jezu.
Pa, I'm sorry about the breeches. I'm making something of life now. Making something of myself. I'm no longer blind Bob. Call me Bob who can see.
Okej.
General? Didn't he just mention Abnaxus? Or was that my imagination? I just can't imagine how the blind Bob I met in Mercuria turned into this man. It's an impressive transformation.
Prawda?
It's a long shot, but... Are you an actual general?
Aye. See these stripes? General Bob, that's me. I takes care of the logic sticks round here so the place don't crumble to pieces. Shepard's busy with the strategering. Kiana sorts out who to murder and how. Liko makes a fine job of being contrary. And Enu keeps everyone's spirits up. I mean, when she's not shooting Azadi soldiers in their eyeballs with her bow and arrow. Me, I make sure the ladder's stocked, the sheets are clean, relatively speaking, and that the piss pots are empty. Can't go to war on a full bladder.
Lubię jego rolę, bo to jest prawda, że o takie rzeczy trzeba dbać, że to są szczegóły, ale ważne szczegóły.
How did you end up with the rebels?
Not long after you and I met, I overdosed on mulled wine. Spooked me good, that did. I figured I had two choices. Either spend the remainder of my days in the gutter, stinking of foreign spices and currants, and, to be honest, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of days left. Or I could clean myself up, try to amount to something after a lifetime wasted on wine, women, and various gutters. The moment I looked up, I saw how the Azadi were running magicals out of Marcuria. I couldn't ignore it. It was disgraceful. I mean, magicals always treated me with kindness and respect. I felt I owed them. So, here I am, doing my part and paying my debts. Aside from the gambling and the bar tabs, mind you. And I feel 20 years younger to boot.
Have you heard of the Purple Mountains?
Oh, aye, of course. Everyone's heard of the Turtle Mountains. They're...
No, sorry, purple, not turtle.
That's what I said. Turtle.
Czyli nie.
Of course, you don't know. Why would you? My apologies, lassie. See, I have a serious P deficiency. It's been a lifelong struggle. The Turtle Mountains. Nope, never heard of them. Sorry.
A, że nie umie wymówić. Dobra. W ten sposób.
Didn't he just mention Abnaxus? Or was that my imagination? Do you know someone called Abnaxus?
Abnaxus? Now there's a name I haven't heard spoken in years. Where do you know it from?
Ze snów.
Sorry, I just overheard. Actually, I met Abnaxus recently. Well, I dreamed about Abnaxus. Or maybe it was more like a vision. This sounds crazy, I know, but...
Sounds completely sane to me, lass. Abnaxus turning up in visions. That's exactly the sort of fellow he was. Persistent, unpredictable, and not a little annoying. I met him when he was the Venar ambassador to Ireed. This was before the gutters, when I was still a dapper chap on the Marcurian party circuit.
Mówisz?
We hit it off, especially seeing as I was going blind, theoretically, and he saw everything, past, present, and future. Years later, as he was leaving town, he entrusted me with the key to his home, said to take care of it. I'd sleep there from time to time. Very uncomfortable bunk. Musty smell of ancient books and foreign weeds. I didn't much care for it, to be honest.
I'm sure he said key. And where there's a key... You said something about a key to Abnaxus's house?
They called it the abode back then. Abnaxus's abode. Primitive accommodations, but luxurious location. Prime real estate. Central with a garden view. Very quiet at night.
And the key? Do you still have it? Sorry, this is really important.
Oh, I carry it with me every day. After all, it is a magic key. Figured it might do me lumbago some good.
Jasne.
What about this house? I mean, the abode.
Also still there, and not hard to find. Sits right circle in the centre of the city green. Abnaxus carved it out of a petrified tree with his own morbidly huge hands. A few years ago, the authorities turned it into an historical landmark. Of course, no one can get inside, on account of the Venar magic. Not without the key, at least.
This key, can I...
Oh, sure. Heavier than
dziękuję.
it looks, ain't it? More powerful than iron, worth its weight in precious stones, and then some. This magic goes back to the first magic. None of that modern hocus pocus. You feel it in your fingers when you hold it. Tingles, don't it?
It does. Sorry, I know this is asking a lot, but can I...
Borrow it? Aye, why not? It's done the lumbago no good. And I don't have much use for the place, now that I've a proper bunk here. But keep it safe. Abnaxus left most of his belongings behind and entrusted me with their care. I'd hate to betray that trust.
Jasne. No właśnie. Natomiast przy okazji mamy zapis, dlatego też dalej ruszymy się w następnym odcinku. Dzięki wielkie ludzie za oglądanie, mam nadzieję, że odcinek ten wam się podobał i że będziecie też oglądali dalsze. Zostawcie też łapkę w górę, komentarz bądź zasubskrybujcie kanał, będzie mi bardzo, bardzo miło. Do usłyszenia mam nadzieję następnym razem, cześć!